Great patience.
Jacob Fopp at the Faceoff X for Syracuse, and it's the Penn transfer Kyle Gallagher for Notre Dame. The Irish, he was Syracuse's top scoring midfielder the last 2 years. And a faceoff violation.
As a traditional midfielder, you're getting a change of pace. Seabald has been operating from behind the cage so much this season with great efficiency.
A hat trick against Robert Morris. Three-sport star in high school, football, basketball, and lacrosse. Charlie Leonard at the Faceoff X wins this one clean for the Irish. Here comes Notre Dame. That's the advantage they'll have all season. Gallagher accepted to Albany Law School, but deferred his enrollment for a year to play one more season with the Orange.
And you saw that graphic in matchups. But the fact of the matter is, when an attackman is dodging to score against Notre Dame, that loosens their D up because they've been so good over the year. Quarterback leads the nation in assists per game.
And here's where Notre Dame can play make it, take it. Syracuse with the two face-off violations. Gallagher all the way, feeding inside, looking for York. Owen Hiltz in his first 5 games, 23 points. The same amount of points Mikey Powell had in his first 5 games with Syracuse. Big advantage.
And they're matching the strength of Notre Dame's offensive midfield, right? And right now I give that check and that favor towards Syracuse, but this is a good sign for Cuse winning a faceoff. They lost 7 of 8 faceoffs, taking his man behind. You're going to see a big dose of this in the second quarter, I believe. If you're Syracuse and you're the offensive coordinator, Pat March, where are you getting production from these outstanding midfielders? Well, put them behind the cage because up top is tough sailing.
We saw Curry do that with a lot of success against Virginia. A lot of programs around the country, you're judged by getting to championship weekend. Kark, you played at Syracuse. They hang banners. Left Westland open. Kavanaugh savvy enough to find him. Harris won the faceoff and gets destroyed by Barlow. Ground ball shoveled ahead, out of bounds. And we get a penalty.
For Notre Dame.
Syracuse, the 2 face-off violations. Notre Dame continues to dominate at X. Gallagher wins it from Varello.
Sophomore year. Pat Kavanaugh played off the ball, made the nice plays in transition. Now he's the quarterback of this offense with elite vision.
Gallagher on the doorstep, and it's York for the lead. Because of what they have at the dot in Leonard and Gallagher. We saw a big second quarter run last week when Notre Dame scored 7 goals in the second against Virginia. They've got 5 so far after Syracuse led 6-2.
Face-off guys are still the top face-off guys. The old motorcycle grip, no longer. You're curling like you're lifting weights, so you see less of the long, carried out face-offs where guys are holding down the ball. It's quicker out, but the good guys are still good.
How about Jax? And the last few times out, teams have dared Hiltz to be a passer. He's made them pay. Saw the respect.
You've got the green light. You've got the speed and the skill. They need production out of Myron.
Savage back out there to take another face-off for the Cuse. Gallagher, older brother Matt, an all-time great at Notre Dame, and there is another Kavanaugh waiting in the wings, headed to South Bend.
It's Chris. Chris is a lot like Matt. He's a righty, Matt's a lefty, but stylistically similar.
Aviles!
The 2 hardest outside shooters I've seen in the last 20-plus years from Notre Dame.
Kevin Corrigan had a ton of praise. Notre Dame +8 on shots as well. The freshman Jack Savage taking the first face-off of the second half. It's won by the Irish. Syracuse led by 4 early in the second quarter at 6-2. Savage and Gallagher.
All you could ask for. All you could ask for, right? If you're Jack Savage and Cuse.
And Notre Dame again just winning the ground ball battle. It's Harris, but he has it knocked loose. Aviles. And with the advantage Notre Dame has at the face-off X as Leonard wins one, it's hard to come back on these guys. Charlie Leonard all the way! Make it, take it, Notre Dame!
Wow, the Irish are rolling in the dome. Savage is going down swinging, but Charlie Leonard has too much street cred not to make plays like this. He was the ACC Faceoff Specialist of the Year in 2019. Now he's got a teammate to give him for playing against Notre Dame. The combination of winning faceoffs and the way they play defense makes them an outlier in this league.
Syracuse sticks with Savage. Leonard bumps him off the ball. Leonard's got it again. Lake Oswego confirmed for Kevin Love.
Wow, I was right.
Throw enough darts, he'll hit the target every now and then.
You're not spending that much time in the kitchen. He's just not throwing stuff together. And he's dropping heat in the kitchen. Props.
A master of the culinary arts. Face-off violation.
Underneath the crossbar.
A hat trick for Rafis, and it's a 3-goal game. Savage, the freshman at the face-off X, who hadn't played until today. Porter and Liam Entenmann both fit what coaches like, and Kevin Corrigan said, I want quiet from my goalies, and had nothing to do with how much they talk, but guys...
That's not a small guy.
He's fearless, too. Gallagher wins the faceoff. He's got an assist today into a double team. Notre Dame wins the faceoff with the number advantage. And this season, Leonard wins the faceoff. Kavanaugh to York. Kavanaugh to York.
Yeah, and a lot of people in the East will say, oh, he's just a crease guy. Well, if he was just a